Today, we're unboxing what just might be the ultimate budget trail bike. Is the Polygon Siskiu T7 the best bang for your buck? Let's find out. I'll share with you how I plan to keep this bike completely budget friendly without upgrading any parts unless it's absolutely necessary. And then in future videos, we'll see if this bike really holds up to the type of trails that I ride, and we'll see if this budget bike can handle those gnarly downhill rides. I'll tell you guys, if you've never ordered a Polygon bike before, you'll be impressed with just how well these things are packaged. They got these awesome little like Velcro pieces right here to keep everything together nice, neat, and secure. I like to save these things in case I want to pack this bike up later to resell it or ship it back to Polygon in my case, since this is just a demo. Assembly of these bikes is super simple. You just remove that wheel that came strapped to the frame, set that thing aside, throw in the dropper post, throw on the bars, chuck that front wheel back on, and you're pretty much ready to go. Oh, and now's a good time to remove these reflectors off there. This is a trail bike, not a road bike. No reflectors needed, in my humble opinion, of course. Now, Bikes Online does send you this little tool right here, you know, the pedal tool, everything you need to throw this bike together. However, I will say building it with these tools just makes it take a little bit longer. And I'm not gonna lie, I keep wanting to reach for my park tools up there, but I'm trying my best to build it with these tools it came with just to show you that it can be done. This front brake hose is bugging me. I'm gonna see if I can pop that out of there, get this thing looking a little bit cleaner. All right, build is complete. I got this thing up on the bike stand so we can take a closer look. And the first thing I want to point out is just how good and well put together this looks for a budget trail bike. That paint scheme you got going on with that gray on the top tube, that black on the down tube just matches really well with all the other graphics. You got the gray RockShox graphics. You even got the gray logos on the tires down there. And when you look at this bike, it definitely doesn't look like a budget bike. Also, I love that Polygon logo on the down tube right there. It's got that kind of silver shine to it. Love the way that thing looks. This bike has some super sleek internal cable routing, which should give you a really quiet, damped ride, or at least that's what I experienced when I rode the Polygon Siskiu T9. So we'll see how this T7 compares to that higher end T9. The Siskiu lineup features a nice solid aluminum frame, super clean weld lines on there, modern geometry with that 65-degree head tube angle, which is perfect for trail riding. Got that steep 77-degree seat tube angle, which is going to be great for smashing uphill and getting those countless laps in. The proven one-piece unibody pivot bridge removes all those bells and whistles, leaving you with a reliable and uncomplicated linkage on this suspension design right here. Super beefy chain stays on here, which mutes any sort of chain slap you're gonna get when you're smashing back downhill. For the suspension on this bike, you got 135 mils in the rear with the 140 fork. And the way I see it, you really got two options with that setup. Keep this bike with the 140 fork on here, try and lighten this bike up a little bit, keep it as like a kind of light, agile, all-day pedaling trail bike. Or you can do what I did with my Polygon Siskiu T9. You can throw a 150 fork on here, beef this thing up just a little bit more, and make this thing a little bit more of a like an enduro capable downhill smasher. And when I did that on my Polygon Siskiu T9, I was taking that thing to the bike park and riding some double black diamond gnarly trails on that thing. Super impressed with that Siskiu T9, and like I said, interested to see how this T7 holds up to the type of trail riding that I do.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, oh. Hey.
But honestly, this RockShox Recon fork right here and this RockShox Deluxe Select Plus rear shock is all that most riders need, especially on a trail bike like this. And when you combine that with proven components like the Shimano 12-speed Dior drivetrain, these Tektro brakes right here that I've heard a lot of good things about, you get a bike that really falls into that best bang for your buck category. Now, my plan for this bike is to keep it as budget friendly as possible and only upgrade things that are absolutely necessary to make this bike handle the type of trails that I like to ride. There's really only one upgrade you need to do to these bikes out of the box, and that is a tubeless conversion. Riding single track trails, you're not going to want to deal with additional flats out there that are going to ruin your ride, and a tubeless conversion is a simple and easy setup, especially with these Polygon wheels that come pre-taped right out of the box. So all you got to do is remove that tube, throw in a tubeless valve stem and some sealant, air this thing back up, and your tubeless setup is ready to go. For around $1,500, the Siskiu T7 is looking like a great deal. Oh, by the way, check the link in the video description. There's a sale right now on these bikes at the time of filming this video. Those affiliate links also help me continue to make more videos like this and hopefully help you guys get right to the exact gear I'm talking about in case you decide this is the right bike for you. But can this bike handle the type of riding that I do? That's what we're gonna find out in the next video. So now's a good time, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned as I ride, review, and put this Polygon Siskiu T7 to the test.